Hi everybody, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to my channel. Oh goodness. I hope everyone has had a good week and good weekend. And I apologize for the late in the day drill with me. I've had some, I don't want to say family drama, but I've had some stuff going on today that I needed to take care of. I don't usually air my um, personal business out. But just please, I'll get into that in a minute. But anyway, I'm here and welcome back to the channel. And I am working on my daughter's butterfly explosion still. I'll take this off. This is getting on my nerves. So, I hope everyone will sit back, listen, and join with me. So, as I said, it has been, it's definitely Monday, all I got to say. And I knew it was Monday when I got woke up at 7 o'clock this morning by my older son. And I'm not sure if I told you guys that's, that, but I do have an older child besides my two girls. He does not live with me. He lives with my parents. And he and I don't really, we have this, I don't know what you want to call it, this love-hate relationship, I guess. Anyway, I had him when I was pregnant with him in my early 20s drama queen years. So anyway, drama gets started this morning. He's texting me. I get to a point, I don't want to deal with it. I just stop answering, his text, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm finding some other things out. I also have a grandchild. He has a daughter. And I don't get to see her only because he doesn't want me to have anything to do with her. Now, why, I don't know. I've not, given him any kind of a reason to, So, anyway, long story short is he's getting ready to be a father again. I did not know until I was told. And by a total third party. He never told me. And I had to find out all kinds of every which way but wrong ways. And anyway, so long story short, again, I keep saying that, I'm sorry. I was sitting here minding my own business, and I had taken a little dude over to the convenience store that is just around the corner from us to get, so I could get some coffee and some other things, get him some breakfast. And I come back. Now, when I was there, a lady that lives out here where I live, came up. She says, "I didn't know you were his mom." And I said, "Yeah." And she says, "Well, he's going to be a dad again." I said, "Yeah, I know. He, I found out." Well, anyway, and those of you that watch my videos know I am not a confrontational person. I don't do drama. I am 50 years old. I just don't do it. It causes too much problems. I get so frustrated. I can't. And it affects my depression. So I come home, we're sitting here, and all of a sudden, I'm getting all these text messages telling me, yelling, basically, reaming me out for something. And I told him, I said, look, I don't know where you're getting your information from. I said, but you're not going to talk to me like that. And, I'm just done. So, in between all of this drama that he's caused, my granddaughter is 2 years old. I have not seen her in a really long time because he doesn't want her around me, which I did not know that. So today, his ex brings her over, and all I'm going to say is please pray for my son. There's a lot of things going on that I did not know, and I'm not going to air it out on YouTube, but there's a lot of things going on that I had no clue. And I've been kind of really so frustrated, upset, and at first, I wasn't going to do a video, but I thought, you know what, I need to stab some girls, because if not, I'm gonna go pull my earrings off, and yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. So, just, I'm just asking that you pray for my granddaughter and for him, because it's not pretty. And I won't get into it. It's not something that, I'm just not going to go there. So, anyway. But like I said, I don't usually air things out, but I needed you. I came to you guys because you guys are, we're this big community where, we lift each other up, and we're always there for everybody. So just please pray for both of them, and for my granddaughter's mom. She's stressing out too, and it's stressing everybody else out, and whatever he's doing is stressing all parties involved, and I'm not even involved. And my parents are involved, and it's only because he's dragged them into it, and it's getting ugly. And there's just a lot that going on that I had no clue was going on. And when I found out, it was just like, excuse me, what? And the bad part was I got stressed out today, and I fell off the wagon of being cigarette free for 2 weeks, and I bought a pack today. So, I think y'all might need to pray for me too. But, that being said, so yes, I would really appreciate all the prayers that you could, send our way. But anyway, alright, getting off the drama, depressing bullcrap. So, anyhow, I hope, like I said, I hope everyone has had a great weekend. Actually, I'm kid-free. all my kids are gone. My little dude is with his little cousin, which is my son's ex and her fiance, and so is Miranda, and it's just me. Justin is with a friend, and he was there last night, so I don't know if he's coming home tonight. He said he wasn't sure, so I'm home by myself, and it's the first time I've been by myself, had time to myself in a really long time. So yeah, believe me, I'm taking advantage of the situation. So, as you guys can see, I am still working on Butterfly Explosion. I'm hoping I can try to get it done. I'm praying. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because she's not really pushing for it to be done. She's kind of like, Mom, how much more do you have to do on this? And can I, when can I have it back? When can I have it so I can hang it in my room? And, yeah. And she's even asked me about Disney Princesses Ensemble. So, yeah, that's... So, yeah. I'm trying to think here. I have my notebook somewhere, and of course I didn't write anything down. I didn't bring it with me over here. I am so unprepared, as you all can tell. I am going to have a 6-hour live stream on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah. 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So I just wanted all you guys to be aware of this and plan accordingly, I will be working on my daughter's Disney Princess Ensemble on that day. I'm going to be pulling out that big thing and work on that. And hopefully make a big dent in that. And we're going to have fun. Don't know what is going to happen. I mean, anything can happen on this live stream. I mean, my kids will be here. Unless they decide to, give me another night by myself. I'm telling you guys, I don't know. This feels weird. Being all alone in my house by myself. It just feels really weird. Because I've never ever, I mean, it's been a long time since I've actually been in the house by myself and had time for myself. It's been a while. I'm not even sure how long ago it's been. That's how long it's been. And I just don't know what to do with myself. So, yeah, you can guess. Who knows? I'll probably sit in here and dance. Or sing. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. So, we've been kind of... This weekend, I've been kind of like, not doing a whole lot. I felt lazy, except for Saturday. I did my live, but then it was just like, I felt lazy. Don't ask me why. I have no clue. I just started feeling like, okay, we're just gonna be lazy, stay in the recliner, and that's basically what I did. I should probably go get my notebook, but I don't even know where that's at. And you all will probably get mad because I walked away. You know what? I'm gonna go get it, and I'm gonna walk in front of the camera, so you guys bear with me. Let me go get my notepad that has all my notes on it. All right. Sorry guys. Okay. I apologize. I am not prepared today, as you can tell. So, whoops, I got my notebook all up in your face. And I know people get mad because I walked away and that's not etiquette and proper etiquette, blah, blah, blah. You know what? So, been playing catch up on stitching and reading, and I did not do a floss tip video this week at all. I had every intention of doing one, but and a caller with me, and I was just like, I got ready to, and little dude comes up to me and he's like, Mom, will you play some Lego game on Xbox with me? So I did, and we played that thing for like 2 hours, and by that time I don't want to say tired, because I wasn't, but it was like I think my mind was like Jello at that point in time. That's how much and he looked at me, he says, are you going to record your video? I said, not now. And he's like, why not? And I said, Mommy just doesn't feel like it, honey. And I said, I spent time with you. I had fun with you today. So, I did accomplish something. And he's like, I promise I'll be quiet. And I said, no, it's not the reason why I'm not recording it. And I thought he was going to, he started getting huffy with me. And I told him, I said, Sky, you know what? Mommy's not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood today. And, don't start. And he says, but Mom, I said, no, don't. I don't want to hear it. And he finally, I guess, got out of whatever mood he was in, and then he started playing, what is it, I don't even know what the name of the video game is. It's called Anthem, I think, and Justin got it the other day after he went to the movies with my mother, and he came home with it, and him and Skylar were playing it for a while, and then it just, one or the other got bored with playing against each other, and that was the end of it. So now he's, playing it himself, he's playing by himself on something else, and then he's getting friends on Xbox Live to play with, and so he's been keeping himself occupied, and so that's been basically his gist of the thing, except when he decides to ask me a question about something. And like what was it, the other day, trying to remember what it was about, and now I'm going to forget. Good Lord. He, we were, I was looking at the weather, and he, came over. He says, Mom, what does humid mean? So I Googled the word for him, and I showed it to him. And he says, well, what does it feel like? I was like, it's when it's really, really hot outside. When they tell you that it's going to be, one temperature, but it feels like it's another temperature. Well, what happens if it gets 105, 106 degrees? And I said, why are you asking me this question? And, and I tried, and it's gotten to a point now, I have started explaining things, really. I mean, I sit here in detail and explain things to him. And he still asks a question. It's probably the age, which is all, okay, fine, whatever. And it's funny, and it gets to a point where it gets annoying. And so the other day we were standing in Royal Farms, which is a big convenience store, and we were standing there, and he asked me a question, and I answered it, and he asked me another question, and I answered it, and he kept asking me all these questions. Finally, I just looked at him. I said, dude. He's like, what? I said, stop. Why? Dude, it's annoying. I said, I understand, you're really, really intelligent. I get that. And I'm proud that you are, and I'm proud that you ask questions. But after a while, all your questions are driving me crazy. Please stop. And he gets this look on his face, and it's funny. And so, not only that, but he's gotten into a habit, and he knows that, number one, I don't like back talking. I can't stand it. It's my kids did that, and they only did it one time, and that was the end of it. I put him in timeout. Well, I had told him to put his plate in the dishwasher. He looks at me and he says, no. I said, excuse me? I don't want to. I don't care if you want to do it or not. You're going to do it. And he just looks at me. I don't want to do it. I don't care. Get up off your butt and do it. And he's getting a little braver when he does that. And I think he does that just to see how far he can push my buttons. And and he finally realized how far he could push me, because I made him sit in timeout the other day, because I told him that he needed to make his bed, or at least learn. I was trying to tell him, I've already told him how to, I told him how to do it. I just like, and Justin was standing there, helping him, show him how to do it, and he watched. So the next morning I told him, I said, okay, you're up, you need to go make your bed. No. And you need to get dressed. No. I'm going to stay in my t-shirt and my boxers. No, you're not. You're going to get dressed. You're going to make your bed. And you back talk me again. You're going to sit in timeout. Well, he got upset because he didn't really think. See, I hardly ever punish him because he never really does anything. He's never really done anything to cause me to, put him in timeout. Very rarely. And so he, when I put him in timeout, oh my gosh, let me tell you, the waterworks came. And I looked at him and I said, really? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay. Well, he start crying. And he gets himself so worked up that when I go to, take him out of timeout and talk to him, he stands in front of me with his tongue hanging out. And he's pointing at he's going like this. And I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? And finally, he's like, I'm thirsty. Okay, well, go get you something to drink. Go get some water and then come back. Mommy wants to talk to you. And he's becoming a piece of work. And sometimes it's cute and sometimes it's not. And I just, it makes me laugh. Because sometimes, when he does things, when he starts doing stuff like this, at first it's kind of like, how do I put it? He's doing it joking. He's, joking about it. And then there's after that, the first time, okay, and then no. And I sat there and I was like, really, dude? Okay. Let's see what else. Okay. Y'all gonna think that y'all gonna think I have enough on my plate. Somebody, as you all know, when I do my book talks, Drill With Me book talk, video, I do talk about podcast. Well, somebody, actually my best friend, she was sitting here the other day and, she was looking at, I was showing her the podcast because the podcasts that I have on my phone, that I listen to, and she's like, have you ever thought about doing one of those? I said, what? She said, podcast. And I was like, I would not even begin to even know where to start. And I'm not saying I wouldn't know, how to record one, because I probably would, but I wouldn't even begin to know where to start, as in the subject matter. And I probably wouldn't be very good at it. And she says, well, have you ever thought about it? And I said, well, yeah, but I mean, it's a lot of work. And I Googled it, and I looked on YouTube, and and I watched a couple videos, and let me tell you, that is a lot of flipping work to do that. And I was like, oh my God. And yeah, that's a lot of work to do something. I mean, granted, yes, I would love to do that, and but like, an example, you guys know I like true crime. I like watching that kind of stuff. I don't know why. And for example, that's an example. She says, well, you listen to this kind of stuff, so why don't you, and I told her, I said, that would be cool. I said, but I wouldn't even begin to even know how to get half the information that these guys get. Because like the other day, was it Saturday? No. Yeah, it was Saturday after I did my live and got my hair cut. Oh, yeah. You guys, there's my haircut. It's all short. I cut it off. Told you I was going to cut it off. So after I did that, I was sitting here listening to podcasts, and it amazes me how where they come up with this information, and I have no clue where they come up with this information whatsoever. I emailed one of the podcast guys that I listen to from True Crime All the Time, and I emailed him and I told him, I really, really like your podcast, and so he emailed me back, and I told him, I said, somebody has suggested to me that I started. I said, I wouldn't even begin to even know, how to do this. Well, of course, he couldn't answer. He didn't get to answer me back. And I was just, like I said, I would never know what to do. And it requires a lot of, from what I've seen on YouTube, it requires a lot of, I guess, research, note-taking, that kind of thing. And it blows my mind where, they get all this information that people don't know. I mean, there's even podcasts on YouTube that I've been watching, and I don't know where they get this information from. And it amazes me because, it's a really, yeah, you all are going to get bored of hearing that part. Just kidding. So, yeah, that was suggested. And at first I laughed, and I looked at her kind of funny. But, I mean, yeah, that would be something that I would like to do at one point. But, I would be totally terrified. And so, the Color With Me videos, I have not stopped. I'm still watching a bunch of videos and trying to learn a bunch of stuff. And when it comes to that kind of stuff, there are certain things that I can catch on really, really quickly, and then there's others that I can't. And there's a couple things I'm still trying to work on, because let me tell you, adult coloring and kid coloring is completely different. Believe me, I know. I'm still, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, but I think I was sitting here thinking, on, I think it was Saturday, that, actually no, it was Thursday when I recorded the book talk video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Drill With Me book talk on Thursdays, and then put my Color With Me on Friday, but keep Floss Tube and Diamond Tube on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Now tomorrow, I'm still I don't have a diamond tube video for tomorrow. I'm Yes, I do. Okay. So I'll do a diamond tube video tomorrow, and then I will do a floss tube video on Wednesday. I don't mean to skip. I did not mean to skip last week. Part of it was because I just did not cross stitch a whole lot last week. So yeah. I don't know why. I think because I really wanted to get as much done on this as I could, and as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, it's coming along. It's really looking good. So I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. I think once I take the rolling pin and seal it, I think yeah, it'll be good to go. So, and I just need to sit down and figure out size of a frame I want, and then look it up online or excuse me, in Walmart, and see, or Michael's, and see if I can't get this hung up for her and get this out of the way. And then I'll finish Supernatural, and then I will start Nefertiti, because I can't wait to start Nefertiti. That's the one I really want to start. I have a choice. It's Nefertiti or my cat on a bookshelf. So we'll see. So with that being said, guys, I know first of all, I apologize, those of you that are watching this video and see the very first like 5-10 minutes of it and give me a thumbs down. I really am sorry. I just needed to ask you guys to pray for my son. And like I said, I don't bring drama out, and I'm not going to, but there's a lot of things going on again. So again, please pray for him and my granddaughter and his ex, and for all parties involved, because I think it's going to get pretty ugly, and I have kind of separated myself from this situation because I can't. So other than that, guys, I hope everyone has a great week. And if you liked my video, please hit the like button. If you are a first time viewer of my channel, please hit subscribe. And as always, have a great week, and I will see you all next time, and God bless.